I kind of know what's going on, right? So one day, so you know, my whole last episode, I think my last episode was Southern Comfort. Does anybody know? I'm sure somebody here knows. It was Southern Comfort, right? Okay, so, so we screw around all the time, and we come late, and, you know, all that stuff, and don't really know what's going on. Well, on my last day, the local bar that I go to in Vancouver was having a new menu cocktail tasting. And so I went, and they were all free, but they were in these little, like, NyQuil-sized cups. So I got hammered. And started throwing up at the bar. And because I was mixing, I don't really know what I was mixing. So then I went back to my room and stayed up all night sick, and I had to go to work the next day. But I was like, you know what, it's going to be fine, because I'll be able to fake my way through it. I don't have many lines. But Jensen had a really hard scene. He had a scene where he was like, I think he was possessed by like an evil Indian or something. And like a Confederate soldier. He was confessed. Wow. Do not smoke pot when you're young, because that's when your brain is developing. And when you get older, you won't be able to remember things. I'm not kidding. The more you know. And so, anyway, Jensen had a really, really hard scene, and I was nauseous, and I had like maybe 4 lines in the scene, and they were like, no, stop, hey, this is your brother, he loves you. So easy to say, and almost without fail, I was late, I forgot them, they weren't good, and he's like doing this really emotional scene, 6 pages of dialogue we're trying to get through, and he has the bulk of it. And then, while all this is going on, my dialogue has to overlap him taking Jared and putting him through a window. So, I was so humiliated, and the worst thing happened is that Robert Singer was there, and I didn't recognize him. And I introduced myself to him. And coincidentally, I haven't been back on the show. So Robert may be dead.
And shout me out.
Did that answer your question? Oh yeah, and then one time Jared took me to lunch, and I've told this before, but one time Jared took me to lunch, I think it was like my first episode, and I got really drunk, we were drinking at lunch, and then I came back, and he went home. He was done for the day, I had no idea, I had 2 scenes left, no, 1 scene left, but it was so, like, I worked drunk, so I guess that's what I do at Supernatural. Lost was more professional.